I don't have a set process per se. Like, um, I, Jay Dilla, rest in peace, one of the dopest hip hop producers, lyricists ever. He would wake up in the morning and have his breakfast and stuff and go down to the basement and treat his whole process like a 9 to 5,
Right.
right? He cut on his equipment and he write and sample and make beats and stuff and then rap and rhyme and blah, 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 and then bring people over and stuff like that. And at 5 o'clock, that's it, right? I'm not disciplined like that. I think my writing process comes with through experiences, or a thought or some type of trigger. Sometimes if I'm writing a song and I hear a bass line in my head, I'll sing the bass line into my phone. Then I get home and I'll play it, on one of my keyboards or whatever. Put it in there and just like vibe to it, let it loop, the change up here, boom. I want to go here, okay, boom. Now I have that, and then I put some clap, and put some claps,
Yeah.
I just like to let it happen organically. I think for me, if someone were to ask me advice on how to write, I would say, depending on what type of artist you are, if you are an artist that doesn't need music to write, I say write from the heart, right? If you're an artist that needs, start with a nice beat, and always still write from the heart. What's your process? I'm curious.
It's different every time for me.
Right.
There's when I'm writing from the heart, when I'm writing for me, it's usually me in a quiet room with a guitar or a keyboard, just kind of riffing and playing, and then
Right.
doing a melody over the top, just kind of scat lines. And then you'll land on a lyric that feels good. You drop
Right.
on a vowel or something that say like, oh, that feels good
Right.
when I hold that. And then it kind of
Right.
evolves from there. But other times I'll start with a great song title. You just go, damn,
Right.
that's a great title. And you just try to build a song around it.
Right.
I was telling Kevin on
Okay.
one of our conversations, I was writing specifically a reggae song, and I had the title and everything. I had this little map that I was going to do when I get in the studio. And I started to do
Right.
that map when I was in the studio. By the time the song was
Right.
done, all that stuff I used to get things rolling was gone. Every bit of it. So,
Isn't that something?
yeah.
That happened to me like yesterday. I had an idea for a children's song. I started it. I had this thing. I played this little melody, and then I had the beat, and now it's totally different because I kept changing. Oh, this is make it sound better.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. So for me, it just needs something to get the ball rolling. Once you get the ball rolling, it's going to take you somewhere. I mean,
Right.
you got to, along the way while you're doing it, a lot of times I'll put in the easy rhymes, the loves and doves and aboves, and just as placeholders, and then circle back and be like, all right, now let's tear this thing all the way to the ground. Let's
Right,
throw
right,
all
right.
the junk out. And,
Right.
so with my process, it tends to be a multiple revision thing. I get it all the way
Right.
done where you could actually push play and there's a finished song, and it's pretty
Right.
good. But that's
Right.
when the work starts to me. That's when you really got to be like, how do we take this up? It's like what you were
Right.
talking about with me with Stomp. And like, our show's really good. People dug it tonight. Now, next week, how do
Right.
we make next week's show better? What are we going to do
Right.
that's going to level this thing up? So same thing with songs for me. It's just like ripping them, shredding them. And as Kevin would say to me many times, at some point you got to call it done. Art is never finished; it's only abandoned, is the quote he
That's right. Oscar Wilde said
Yeah.
that.